I'm Tricia from Rebranding Retirement, and I'm just popping in here just to give you a summary of the first quarter of our year 2026. I'm very much a person who is planning ahead, and it's really good for me to have a look back and see what we've actually done this year so far. And it's actually been a really busy year, and I tend to forget a lot of the things we've already done. So if I put my mind back to January, we started off by thinking about what we're going to do with our camper van this year, and we decided that we were going to sell it. So January was taken up with sorting out the camper van and getting it ready to sell, and there'll be more on that in another video. We also took ourselves off for a lovely, delicious, delightful fly and flop holiday to Egypt. We always try to get away in the winter months for at least a week to 10 days just to recharge the batteries and get away from the winter if we're not planning on a longer long haul trip. And that was absolutely wonderful. We just went to Sharm el Sheikh and it was just divine just to kick back and soak up some of those rays, enjoy some R&R and do some snorkeling. FYI, I'm terrified of sharks, so my snorkeling is in fits and starts for as long as I can bear to be in the water. But I do enjoy it, and I'm always glad when I've done it. Through January, February and March, we have done 29 walks and hikes, some of them locally, but one of them up to Pen y Ghent, which one of my aims for this year is to do the 3 peaks. We have done the 3 peaks, but we did Pen y Ghent on the Friday night, and we were in our van and stayed over, and then did the other 2 on the Saturday morning. So we know we can do that much, but at the moment what we're trying to do is get our fitness levels back up so that we can do all 3 in one day, and that is our challenge, and I aim for that to be done by the end of May. We've also done 2 house sits so far this year, one in Scotland in Grantown-on-Spey, which, if you know that part of the country, it's about 6 miles north of Aviemore. And then we chose to do 2 others this year so far, and one that we've just completed, the second one, called Leamington, which we'd never explored that area before in as much detail, and it's absolutely wonderful. Really enjoyed it, and I have put some posts on Instagram about that as well. And next week we're off to Norfolk to have a little look at Norfolk. Again, an area of UK which we haven't really spent a lot of time in that area, so I'm really looking forward to that, and also obviously to looking after the pets that we're caring for. We joined Trusted House Sitters back in 2014, and it's a fantastic way to travel and support your travels through providing a valuable service, looking after people's pets and homes, and then in return we get free accommodation. So it tops us up with our love of animals, and it nearly is always dogs, and also gives us an opportunity to explore all parts of the world, which I've alluded to before. We have house sat in Australia and New Zealand, amongst other places in Europe. If you want any more information about that, please feel free to send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to drop you the code, which will give you a 25% discount if you sign up through my code. We also enjoyed 2 visits to caravan and camping shows this year. We booked the one in January, which we were really looking forward to. Jackie and Richard Pickles from Early Retirement Wanderlust were going to speak at the one at the NEC, so we decided to go down there as well and listen to their talk on France, which was really good, and we really enjoyed it, and we really enjoyed meeting them for a brief time afterwards. Have you ever tried Reiki or sound baths? I'm really big into wellness. I believe it's really important, not just for your body but for your mind, to relax and find whatever suits you in order to year I decided to invite some friends to my house for a Reiki and sound bath session, and I have two wonderful ladies who do those things regularly, and I usually attend to wherever they are hosting their events. But this time I asked would they mind coming to my house, and they came along, and me and 7 other friends had a wonderful Reiki and sound bath session, and it was so personal that it just added such another level of comfort, really, being held in our own home. I also bought some cacao, and we had a cacao ceremony at the beginning, which I love cacao, it's really nice. And we had that drink beforehand and then switched off and just gave ourselves up to the sound bath and Reiki. In addition to that, talking of new things, I decided to try for the first time a floating sound bath, and this was held in a swimming pool up in Rossendale, where Sue Tickle held the event, and she has her page on Facebook called Revive Wellbeing, and it was absolutely wonderful. It was something that I really enjoyed, and I wasn't sure what to expect with it being held in a swimming pool, but it was just the same in the sense of, instead of being on a mat on the floor, you're on a lilo on the water, you put your blanket over you to keep warm and lift away, and it just gives that extra dimension because you're just floating on water, which is great. Plus I didn't get any water in my ears because I was on the lilo, which normally when I'm floating on water I always manage to get water in my ears, so that was definitely a win for me. There's lots of opportunities to sneak away for a spa day, and that's something that I try to do regularly as well, and they don't have to be super expensive. If you go onto some of the websites that look for different spa deals, you can usually find something for around about £80 or £90, and if that's within your budget, that's fantastic. And if not, you can always find something that's a little bit cheaper, and of course there's always something that offers a lot more and a little bit more for your money. And if you really want to treat yourself, you can stay away in a hotel for a couple of days, and that's always fun to do. You will all have heard people saying they honestly don't know how they went to work, because when they've retired, there's so much that they're putting into their day. How on earth would they have time to go to work? And I very much feel like that now. So in addition to doing whatever you want to do in your retirement, whether it's hobbies, interests, travelling, golf, swimming, gym, walking, coffee mornings, book clubs, quiz nights, there's just so much going on that by the time you get to the end of the day, it's time to put your feet up usually. But also you're just thinking, how on earth did I go to work? And I have to say, I don't really miss work at all, and we've very much settled into our retirement, and we're very well practiced at it, having retired in 2015 when we were both 55. So in addition to all of those hobbies and interests, we also babysit our grandson and granddaughter sometimes, and we have had a couple of family events. We've had a joint 65th birthday party for some cousins, and we've also had Mother's Day. Oh, by the way, Valentine's Day, let's not forget that. So it has been an incredibly busy first quarter this year, and we've got lots more plans that we're going to share with you moving forward. So thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to put this together with some photos and videos just so you can see a little bit more about what we've been doing. But really appreciate you joining me. Please follow and like the videos. It really does help my channel to expand, and I look forward to catching up with you next time. Bye for now.
باش تقول لا قدام الزمان.
Go, go, go. Last seen snorkeling in the Red Sea.
Where are you going, Trish? Up there.
Up there.
As far as you can up there.
And again. She'll carry on as long as you're there.